Hello, everyone. You're welcome back to our practical class in this CV training program. For the past couple of classes, we've been able to start a CV from scratch. We've been able to create a document from the raw form to what we have today. And in the last class, we worked on the professional experience section of this document. So we're going to continue from there today. The next section that is before us after that is the educational section. So we're going to work on the education and skills for today, right? So the educational section basically is all about the institutions the person has attended to in the past or currently attending, and the qualification the person has also obtained therein. And for the format of CV writing that we're choosing for this document, we're going to provide that information in a reverse chronological order. Okay, so what I just pasted is a list of qualifications and schools that this candidate has attended to. The idea is to provide the most recent one first. So we have the person's tertiary education history first, and then we walk back in time in that order. Okay, so what you have to provide under each educational stage is the name of the institution. You provide possibly the course of study, what the qualification the person obtained, and then you provide the duration. It's very important for you to provide the duration because I see some CVs where some candidates just tell you the end date of that particular stage of their education. So they just tell you the name of the school, the qualification, and then they say maybe 2013. It doesn't tell the recruiter how long you stayed in that position. It is a suspicious way of presenting your education, right? So if you didn't have any issue in the university, you didn't stay too long, you graduated as at when due, please specify the period that you stayed there. Don't just say the year that you graduated. Okay, so we have the tertiary qualification and educational history here. Then after that, naturally comes the secondary education for this candidate. So it tells the name of the school, John F. Kennedy International Secondary School, the qualification, that is the West African Senior School Certificate, then the duration where the person stayed in that school. Then after that, you have the person's primary education. Okay, so some people forget, or should I say, purposefully decide not to include their primary education. Please, I'll recommend that you include your primary education also in your CV. Okay, because that's where everything started. If you don't put your primary education, right, you are leaving the recruiter to wonder. Okay, so where did you start from? Did you actually go to a primary school, or you just came out and you jumped into the university? No, it shouldn't be that way. Let them know the natural progression for your educational qualification, starting from your primary education. So once you do that, you are all done with the educational section. And then the next section for this document is the skills section. The skills section is a very important aspect of this document. So I have a list of skills that have been crafted for this candidate. I'll just copy and paste here. Okay. And of course, you know that there are two types of skills. There are hard skills and there are soft skills. Hard skills are those ones that you have to learn from someone. They are concrete skills that you cannot exhibit unless you learn them. Okay, things like using a particular software, all right? Things like working in a particular environment, things like working on certain documents, being able to craft a particular document. Those things are concrete skills, right? They are things that you have to learn. You just have to learn it. There's no way it comes to you naturally. Then soft skills are the ones that can come to you naturally. They are just things you pick up from the society in general. Things like being able to solve a problem, being self-motivated, paying attention to detail, and so on and so forth. So what we've done for this CV is to separate these two types of skills into two different sections. You can decide to separate them with just a paragraph in your CV, or my preferred style is to separate them with a simple bullet point. So it tells the software what to look for when they are looking at your skills section. And then another thing I want to say is this: please call this section skills. Okay, I know there are a lot of fancy names that you can give this section, to make it sound catchy and all. But most ATS softwares are designed to look at your document and look for that word skill. So if you can, please call it your skills section. Okay, I've seen people give them different names. You see something like professional capability. I've seen someone say core competencies and so on and so forth. All those things are fancy names, all right? But the whole idea is to ensure that your document passes the ATS test, and then when a human recruiter picks it up also, it doesn't look out of order. So I recommend you just call this section skills. It makes it easy for the software to just go there and look for the keywords that they are searching. Okay, so if you look at the hard skills section of this document, you see things like Oracle Sibyl CRM. You see an ERP, MinSat, Agility. All these software sheets, they are concrete skills. They are hard skills. They're something that the person can be able to defend, and it's something that the person has learned over the course of their career. So if you go in for an interview and someone picks this up and talk and try to open a conversation as regards any of these hard skills, you should be able to defend them. You should be able to say something about them. And then as for the soft skills, those are the ones that everybody floods on their CV. Things like I'm a hard worker, I'm a team player, I have excellent communication. There's actually really no way, or there's a limited chance of a recruiter being able to test this particular section of your skill. So as much as you can, please highlight your hard skills, because that's where they pay the most attention during the recruitment process. Okay, so that's the class we have for today. We've worked on the educational history. The educational history aspect of your CV is actually just straightforward. You just provide the name of the institutions and then the period that you stayed there. If your most recent qualification is still in view, if you are currently maybe doing your master's or something, you can say the date you started it, and then just end it by saying ongoing. Okay, so it lets the recruiter understand that, okay, this aspect of your educational career, your educational history is still in the works. But if you've completed it, please provide the end date of that particular qualification. All right. So that's the class for today. And uh, we're going to continue from the professional trainings and conferences from in the next class. And or maybe these other remaining sections are pretty much straightforward. So we can take the three of them in the next class, and then we wrap up for this practical aspect of the course. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day.